वेल एसेंशियली इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे कि हमारा जो इनिशियल फोकस है दैट इज़ ऑन द UI, the user interface of the app. So essentially, when you've downloaded and installed Android Studio, so the user interface is an essential part of the app. The design is imperative. The look and feel describes almost a large part of the user experience. और उसके लिए आपको एंड्रॉयड स्टूडियो में वेदर इन द लैंग्वेज वेदर यू आर यूजिंग जावा और कॉटलिन, आपको जो है यूआई में देर आर सर्टन एलिमेंट्स दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड in order to work with the palette, and there are different windows over here. So essentially we need to drag and drop all the different parts of the app. So in order to do that, there are the different user interface components like button, text views, widgets, etc. When you click on the common buttons, तो वो शो करता है कि जो जो most commonly used controls होते हैं UI में use, it will show that. But for some specific controls or layout, that all these elements are grouped in different categories. For example, the text category contains all the emails and the phone, the postal addresses, and all the other uh, text views that you need in order to take input from the user. Apparently, this is how you design the user interface. Uh, Essentially, you drag and drop a control from the palette to the UI. So this is how the app will look. So you can change the theme, design, and the look and feel of the app, but you have to learn a language called XML, which stands for Extended Markup Language. People who are familiar with front end development in web development know that this language it's used to determine the layout of the page. So in web we are talking about page, while in apps we talk about activity. So there is a certain cadence that you need to understand. So इसके अंदर you can see that the XML starts with an opening tag and there is a closing tag. Essentially, for example, in this text view you can see that there is an opening tag and a closing tag as well. So there are different attributes and those attributes are assigned different values. So based on those values we come up with the structure of the app, and when we create the user interface we need to set various properties. You can also set these properties from the design view, where you can even when you click on an item over here, so its attributes are being shown on the right hand side, and you can change those properties from right here, like whatever you feel like. For example, you can change the color of the text by coming over here and clicking on the ellipses. You can now understand that according to your requirements you can change the colors and different types of the requirements that exist in your particular project. So you can directly change the user interface from the attributes window.